Yvonne Renee Birchmore. And when I look at this world, some things are always the same. Insanity never changes. Insanity is all around and inside too. Insanity is what keeps us acting like fools. Just like our souls, which we cannot see, insanity is a part of you and me. Insanity will have you thinking that everything is cool and that you are following all the rules. But you don't know which rule is true for you. So you go around hanging with some truth. Insanity will have you lost and confused, looking for others to keep you amused. Insanity is behind all addictions you see. Because many people don't identify with anything. They only know what they see, hear, and feel. Most of the time, our minds are insane, full of ego, always wanting, always needing. When we have family and friends, we don't know who they are because most of us don't know who we are within ourselves. So we all play games, play roles. Insanity will have you walking around looking sad because somebody made you mad. And the other person, most of the time, don't even have a clue because they're not even thinking about you. Insanity will have you lost and confused. All you have to do is look at the news. Insanity is behind all war and murder, you see. That's all our world has ever dreamed. One country wants to control another. One state wants to make rules for this thing or that thing. Our minds are all over the place. Individually, nobody can believe that they have ego that's so into their being that they don't know about the soul within. Love is just a word, because real love is unconditional, you see. And it can see right through all insanity. So when someone's not true to their self, not keeping word to their own self and honoring their self, and you get confused and mad and put negative energy into your body because of their actions, your insanity is showing. Because why get mad at somebody that's not true to their self? You think they're going to be more true to you? No. Insanity is walking around looking at people thinking that you are better than, or you have more than. It doesn't matter what you have. All things passes away. It's what's inside. Do you have love, compassion, understanding, caring, empathy for people everywhere, even the ones you don't know? A lot of people living in families and homes, believing that this all I do is go to work, come home, maybe cook, maybe not, feed my kids, go back to bed. You have to talk to your children. It's a new day. So many things are going around. They're confused about who they are, what they want to be, how they should act, letting other people control their emotions, how they feel about themselves, how they dress. It's like it's a mess. Insanity will have you walking around thinking that you are the nicest person until somebody does something that you don't like, or you having a bad day. Then your true emotions come through. When you can let go and see everything for what it really is, lessons and tests. Relationships are lessons. Some of them are not meant to live on past a special date or time. Some can last forever. But when somebody leaves, dies, or relationships end, it should not be the end of your life or a new story for you to hold on to. Because we all have stories. It's time to try to find some sameness in our own individual lives so we can spread it out into the world. We don't know the power of a smile, a hug, or helping somebody with the door, or saying good morning, good evening, how are you? I love you, without conditions. Most love has conditions. Jesus died for us. He knew we wasn't worthy of his death, but he did it unconditionally. He loves us. And everything we need, God, everything we want, he has. And when we're not loving within our own heart, envious of other people, mad because somebody got something new before you, it's insanity. Insanity will have you working 3 or 4 jobs just so you can keep up with the next person or the next fashion or this car or this neighborhood you want to live in. All things pass away. All things. You might have a good job today and healthy, but life changes on a dime. And in this world, all we see is crime. Crime. They never show anything good. Because there's good in this world. But the negativity is out here running rapid. When I'm around negativity, I'm glad I learned to let it pass me. Because it is not me. I am not just this body you see, and the mind and the thinking, which is the enemy. Because we're changing our mind every time you turn around, you're changing your mind. So, when we can sit, think, and learn how to go within and think about our own emotions, our own deep thoughts, feelings, and our own negativity. Like relations, the best lessons are you get with somebody that reflects you, your attitudes, your addictions, your story become their story. Insanity will have you divorced real quick because you're with a spouse that's making you sick. Insanity will have you living a life from past, adding it on to your children's future and their children's future. Addiction are all a part of everybody's life. Family environment, community, school, TV. Nobody's being true to themselves because they don't know their true self. When we know who we are, we could be happy for one another. We could smile. When we know who we are, we don't have to hate. We don't have to look at race, creed, or color. We don't have to act like we're better than another. We don't have to make someone feel down. We don't have to deal with bullying, you see. Because bullying is a part of feeling less than when you let somebody bully you and make you feel that they can hurt you so bad that you take your own life or change your appearance or because nobody's looking at you. Be love. We are all love. We were created from love. I come from a large family with all kinds of addictions and problems, and we go through. But I have always felt love. Even if my father, the dad, wasn't there, my Father, God, has always been here for me. And you. Insanity will have you giving your life over, changing your needs and your wants to please another. How do we know what's going on under the cover? Today it is scary because everybody's confused about who they are, what they want. Be you. I have no judgment for anyone or anything anybody do because I'm on my own self-discovery. And I want to share it with you. We have children. We think all we need to do is buy them everything they want, feed them, whatever. Kids are souls. So many children are living in situations where their parents believe that they don't know what's going on in the house. They know what's going on in your house, their cousin's house, the neighbor's house. They know who's doing what and who, because they hear everything. And the only way we're really going to stop bullying in this world is to stop bullying ourselves. When we're not happy with our own life, and we're in situations and we're talking about other people, people bully their own kids, bully each other every day. You don't know what's going on in another person's life, but because they're not acting like you feel they should that day, you went home with an attitude thinking, oh, they're having an attitude with me. No, you're reflecting. We all are so much alike in this world. Like, people don't want to see the oneness. Yeah, we're more alike than separate when it comes to human emotions and feelings, needs and wants. I'm just thankful that I could see the insanity in me. So I had a chance to go deep and see that I could have all the characteristics of anyone else. I can be mean. I can be irritated very easily. But I have to learn why I'm not irritated when somebody's doing something. It's my story. I choose not to let other people's stories get into my head. And I chose a long time ago to let my own stories go. Because they're only stories. God delivered me. He brought us all through a whole lot of stuff that we're still holding on to. Let it go. Just let it go. When we can start looking at each other with compassion, empathy, kind heart, sharing without needing anything back, giving without needing to receive, smiling just because God gave us some air to that. We can't do anything without Him. He is our breath. I know He's mine. Things are not always going to be good all the time, but it's a state of mind. I choose to know whatever I go through is a situation. My situations are not me. The way I handle my situations is who I am. I choose to be free of negativity. I choose to love unconditionally. Even if I can't be with someone or around, or I'm not with what they're with, my love is still there. And I can pray every day for everyone, even people I don't know. But I definitely pray for my family and friends. Because we're all tempted every day. We all have lessons every day. People come into our lives. We have to make the choice to see what kind of relationship we want. How do we want to interact with people? What do we want? Can't just give yourself over to a person because they want you or they say this, that, and the other. My motto is talk is cheap. Action. Action. You with someone or friends or whatever with a character that's always negative, putting down everybody, talking about everybody, not happy with anything, then I don't be happy with you. So you better be happy with yourself. Know how to keep that inner peace no matter what's going around. Because we live in a time where things are happening every day, horrific things. And if we falling apart because somebody cut us off in the parking lot and it's on our mind all day, we're not evolving into a higher more loving species. You know, some of us act more violent than animals because we live in the physical only. We're not aware of the spiritual, the love. We are created in God's image, and not our appearance is physical. We are powerful beings, powerful people. Just like if you're sick, sometimes when you identify yourself with your sickness, your illness, oh, I'm this, I'm that, you bring it on more. Sickness may be in you, and you are not the sickness. You might be low on funds, no money today, but you are not broken. When we know that we are whole, complete, and God has everything that we need, it's okay to smile and say thank you. It's okay to love. It's okay not to be in relationships that keep you sad, depressed, and down. It's okay to be quiet and still sometimes. Our mind is our biggest problem because we're always thinking. Sometimes your mind is thinking and you're hearing things in your mind. That is our consciousness. Our consciousness pretty much God letting you know. If we gotta think about something and worry about it, and you're feeling some kind of way and it's not a good way, it's not the right thing. But if something comes up or someone comes into your life or you need to do something and you're happy to do it, that's the right thing to do. And we should always let our children know, hey, there's always something in your head, that good voice and that other voice. Go with the good one, because most of the time, the other one will have you in trouble. And don't try to hide things from your kids, because that's when they can pick up the most. People think, oh, I do this, or my kids don't know. They know everything. Even if they don't know, the energy flows, and they become you. They do the same things that you did, and then you're mad at them because how they're acting. We have all been babies, children, teenagers, young adults. We know the role. And when you're in a family, it's the family that keeps dysfunction going a lot of times. It's the very people that you love that will get you into addictions and mess that has the family broken. And instead of saying, oh no, I'm not going to drink with you, we're not going to do this together, you don't need to do this. That's why our family is dysfunctional now. We can all change our family dynamics by changing who we are. If somebody in the family is having issues with another and they call you up, you don't have to get into that conversation of, yeah, this, that, and the other. Let them know we're all insane sometimes. Some of us, most of the time. But we don't know it. You got to step back and look at yourself. And know when somebody's having a day, you cannot talk to your relatives for weeks, days, months, years, move out, I hate them, whatever. Just send love. And sometimes you don't have to say anything. They have their own journey. Maybe you don't understand it. Maybe you don't like it. And if it's affecting you, then you move away from that. But you don't take your love away. You don't take your compassion away. You don't get angry. Getting angry at somebody else is insane is insanity. All I want to do in this world is try to be a loving, kind soul. And my goal is to always smile and try to help wherever I go when someone needs me. I love spending time alone. I have always been that way. I was born in 1958, December the 26th, the day after Christmas. So, the oldest of 8. So I guess I always needed a little long time, because when you're the oldest, you're always doing stuff. But I learned over the years that it's okay to be with people. People need you sometimes. And we all need each other. So I'm here talking about insanity. And I do a little writing for children's books and a little poetry or whatever. I would like to share every now and then with everyone. Time is flying. It's already November the 5th, 2015. Wow. Let's try to love more, help more. You don't always need that extra pair of shoes or that new dress or whatever. You know, somebody in your family or your nieces and nephews might need you to come by and buy them a new pair of shoes. Or your neighbors can't put food on the table that day. We're here to help each other. The reason why so many people are hungry and starving is because we let them. There's always a solution. I thank God for my family. And I would be homeless, but they love me enough to let me have a place to stay for a while. I was a teacher for over 35 years. I love my job. As time passes, things change. Now I want to write and help people and be creative. But mostly, I just want to say, I love you unconditionally. Even if I don't know you, trust, I have love for you. We could send love out every day all across the globe. Just the vibes and the feeling. And when we go around people, we can always go right in with the love and vibe, not with the attitude. And if it's a strong negativity, let it walk by as you're walking out. Keep it moving. I love you. And thank you.